I was not very excited about that. You'll notice I think I'm going to pan over on the left-hand side in a second and notice I'm crawling back to my base slowly but surely. I'm going to get a triage center right about now. Triage centers are good. I'm going to quick build it with both my engineers since I'm going to want... I just like to get it up as quick as possible, get both my engineers out on the field. I did something dumb right there, which is just leave my M8 right beside the fuel point. The reason that was dumb is because your opponent has sight, a certain radius of sight around all the points he owns, so he knew this M8 was right there, and I wasn't engaging it at all, so I was losing the element of surprise a little bit. I think I'm getting bars out. Actually, no, maybe not yet. I'm going to decap this point and then move back. My M8's really tearing stuff up. Might kill a squad. No, probably don't. He does have prepared grenadiers. However, one Shrek squad isn't enough against an M8, especially considering I have multiple engineers around to repair. He, in fact, doesn't land a single shot, which was lucky for me. I'm now going to... I think I'm going to send my minesweeper to the middle, because I want to make sure there's no mines around that crossroads in the middle of Angoville. It's a very popular mine location. Anywhere on there, if you're gonna use vehicles a lot, you want to make sure you keep a minesweeper around that area, just to make sure your opponent doesn't lay any mines and your M8s don't hit any mines. Once again, you see his pioneers on the left right there. He laid a mine right there. I just circled it. He laid a mine right there. Whenever you see your opponent's pioneers standing almost on top of each other like that, you can almost guarantee there's a mine there. I do something stupid on the left-hand side right now, but by moving my M8 to the left, I kind of get a little greedy. I realize at this point in the game, he probably has tier 2. Actually, I do know he has tier 2 because I saw the prepared grenadiers, which means if he doesn't have a pack yet, there's going to be a pack on the field very soon. And considering he has more control on the left-hand side, more map control that is, on the left than on the right, it's only logical that he'd send his M8 to the left. I mean his pack to the left, sorry. Getting a weapon support center as well. Floating a lot of manpower, so I'm going to be getting a sniper, especially considering I've seen tier 2. And as I was saying about that M8, Wilsons, what are you doing? Like I was saying about the M8, I moved it to the left-hand side, hoping to push off that MG, but I got a little greedy, and I should have known yet he would have had a pack on the left-hand side. Of course, he does have a pack. First shot damages my engine, second shot takes it out right there, and just like that, I've lost my big tech investment. Move over there to decap, or defuse that mine rather. But I've lost my big tech investment right there. If I had instead realized, hey, I'm just going to play conservatively, getting bars right now, but if I had just told myself to play conservatively, I could have kept that M8 on the right-hand side and pushed off any capping squads. It would have been a lot harder for him to micro a pack on the right-hand side because I would have had a lot of infantry. I have a lot of map control, and it's a lot easier to micro a pack in your own territory because you really want to keep it decloaked until you get it to the front and then cloak it. And it's tough to do when your opponent controls the entirety of the map because your opponent's going to be able to see the pack moving into position if it walks by a point that your opponent owns. So that was a bad decision by me. Of course, I'm getting a sniper and bars now, so once those two complete, I will be able to counter his tier 2 fairly efficiently. Of course, he does have the entirety of the left-hand side. I'm not too worried about that right now because I'm capping all the way up to his base on the right-hand side. I have the 2 VPs on the right. I have a sniper, so I'm going to be able to start picking off his infantry on the left-hand side, and I don't think he will have a counter sniper in the near future because I didn't see a sniper in tier 1, and he is in fact shifting his focus to the right-hand side, which is an interesting choice. I don't necessarily agree with this. As you can see, I have all 4 of my rifle squads and 3 engineer squads on the right hand side, 1 rifle squad forced retreat. I also have the building right outside his base, and he doesn't have any veterancy yet, which means his squads are low on health. I pop suppressive fire on one squad. Probably going to lose this flamer, actually. He has a lot of infantry at this point in the game, which is something I know. And yep, do lose the engineer. He has a lot of infantry, which is something I'm slightly worried about. I think if I don't have a second sniper, I'm going to get one very, very soon. Send the one sniper, the first sniper I built, to the right-hand side. And right now, my goal is to keep the right-hand side. In a CP in a bit, I will have access to the Calliope. Right now, I'm trying to force my opponent to come to me. I'm going to... I didn't see the weapon support center. Actually, I can just look on the top right. Yep, a sniper coming. I always forget to look up there. Always helpful to see how far along your units and buildings are in production. So my sniper's almost done. I'm going to send that other sniper probably to the left-hand side just to harass. Send it with a rifle squad in support. That way, if my opponent charges, I'll either be able to pop suppressive fire if it's a lot, or just focus him down while my sniper keeps shooting if it's not very much. I have a pretty solid hold on the right-hand side. Lots of mines up, which is what you want to do. Lots of rifle squads around. I'm starting to get veterancy. You see a Vet 1 rifle squad, and oh no, there's a Panzer IV on the field, and I have no AT whatsoever. So I'm going to go for stickies, and then get my engineers out of that building, put my Wilsons in the building, because my Wilsons have the bazookas. Ooh, assault grenades, managed to dodge those, lucky. But my Wilsons do have bazookas, which means they might be able to do something. Of course, he has the defensive armor upgrade, meaning he gets free skirts. And skirts are great counters to bazookas. They reduce bazooka penetration and damage, maybe? Maybe it's just penetration, I can't remember. Anyways, that's why that army item is so powerful against infantry players, because it pretty much makes rangers obsolete, makes them almost useless. Let's see. So I think, yep, we're getting an AT gun out right now. I'm just trying to hold as much territory as I can. I have a lot of munitions, which means I do know I can hold off his Panzer IV if he tries playing too aggressive. And I see him hit 2 mines right there and damage his engine. Unfortunately, I have nothing to chase him down. So he's probably just going to be able to repair up to full, which is too bad. Of course, there's nothing I can really do about it. Wilson's riflemen almost got killed by the Panzer IV on the right-hand side, but they didn't. And this is what I mean about supporting my sniper. He's going to try to charge in and take my sniper out. Of course, I have 2 rifle squads, and my sniper continues shooting, and his Volks goes down. Which, that's a big blow to him. That's 280 manpower, 50 munitions for the MP40 upgrade, and one less squad on the field in terms of map presence. I'm now transitioning over to the left-hand side because I figure he's getting a little weaker. He doesn't have anything really to counter my snipers now that I have 2 of them. I'm going to, yep, right there, see his Panzer IV. I'm going to try to attack it with my AT gun, however. It's going to take my AT gun a while to get up there. But I'm advancing on the left-hand side because I feel fairly confident in my ability to hold off his infantry. The only thing I'm worried about right now is his Panzer IV, and I'm getting a second AT gun in order to deal with that. Solid map control on the right-hand side. I now have all 3 VPs, and I see his MP44 Storms. They walk right by my cloak sniper, and I managed to retreat in time. MP44 Stormtroopers are probably the hardest counter to snipers you can build outside of a counter sniper, because you just walk them around cloaked, especially now that they can walk at full speed while cloaked. You just walk them around, your opponent takes a shot, you walk them right to it, and you reveal your opponent. You reveal the opponent's sniper, and bam, it's almost dead almost instantly. Extremely powerful counter. Always, if you're a blitz player, always keep that in mind. That's something you want to utilize. Which means I'm going to be keeping my sniper behind my infantry for the rest of the game now that he has storms, because I don't want my sniper to die. I don't want my sniper to get ganked like instantly by charging ninjas like that. Right now, he's trying to cap back the left-hand side. I am